Hey guys, I finally made an account on this Sarah Ha, or however you say it, website that's been going around everywhere. Basically, you use it to give anonymous feedback to people. You can pretty much say whatever you want to say because it's anonymous. I'm going to make a video that comes out this Saturday, reading and responding to all the responses that I get on this website. So please go down there and let us know how you feel about me or the channel. Honestly, anything you want to say is okay as long as you're being honest and it's about me or the channel. Also, feel free to ask any questions you want. You can definitely use this as a Q&A sort of thing if that's what you want to do. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to reading them on Saturday. Hello. So I have a short story. I wasn't sure where else to put it, and I really didn't want to post it on the page, but it feels very important. For ColossalCon this year, I was searching for a hotel and people who needed roommates. I found a guy named Steven. I asked a few friends about him, and one in particular told me he was accused of doing a lot of sexual things to underage girls, despite me being 18. So I backed out. I found out recently from another friend / cosplayer that he was recently arrested for being involved in human trafficking and a prostitution ring. The one who's all over the news is his friend, but I was told he was heavily involved. The reason I tell this story is because if my friend hadn't told me about him and he wasn't arrested, I honestly don't know what would have happened if I ended up rooming with him, and I don't want to. I've been warning a lot of my friends to never take a room with a stranger alone without doing a bit of research on the person first. I'm a videographer who drew a lot of inspiration from Cody as well as several other videographers in the convention community. This story took place at ColossalCon 2017. Prior to the convention, I'd been taking requests for private video shoots for a guaranteed appearance in my cosplay music video. I accepted one request from a boyfriend-girlfriend group who were cosplaying from Sailor Moon as Endymion and Princess Serenity, with their baby daughter cosplaying as Chibi. When we met at the convention, we did a few recordings, but there was one particular recording that really stood out. The Endymion cosplayer was doing a proposal skit presenting a ring in front of the Serenity cosplayer. The Serenity cosplayer said yes, and the Endymion cosplayer placed the ring on her finger, with the skit ending with both of them hugging each other. You can see footage of this in my ColossalCon 2017 review video. I initially thought that this was just a skit, and ended up recording it twice. A few days after ColossalCon, I released my cosplay music video. I saw a post from that same couple of an engagement at ColossalCon. What really caught my eye was that they used the same date and time as our video shoot. I saw screenshots from my cosplay music video indicating that the shots from my CMV were their engagement. It was then that I realized I had recorded an actual marriage proposal and that the engagement from the couple was real. My friend and I were at RamenCon 2014. I was cosplaying Nico Yazawa from Love Live, and I had everything as perfect as I could get it. My friend wasn't in cosplay at all. She was just wearing typical American clothes. She had bought a Himoto Umara-chan hoodie and was wearing it as well. On our way to the dealer's room, many people complimented me on my cosplay, how good it was, and how good I looked as Nico. My friend would happily take pictures for me whenever someone asked for one. Once we finally made it to the dealer's room, I found a really cool table with a ton of figures on it. I had chosen this one Hatsune Miku figure and brought it to the dealer, but for some reason he just gave me the dirtiest look. I went to hand him the money for the figure and he said to me, "You're doing your cosplay all wrong. It looks weird." I raised an eyebrow, trying to stay calm. I replied, "Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind for next time." I tried to hand him the money again, and he straight up says, "Oh, you can't buy that. It's reserved for someone else." I found this hard to believe, as it was on the table in the middle of a bunch of other figures and didn't even have a note on it or anything. I sighed, took back my money, and put the figure back where I found it. I walked over to my friend and said to her, "You see that vendor over there? He doesn't want to sell me that Miku figure. Could you get it for me?" She looked at the table, then back to me. "If he isn't going to sell it to you, why would he sell it to me?" It's an understandable question. I explained, he clearly doesn't like me. He told me that I did my cosplay wrong, and that the figure was apparently reserved. No way, she whispered and strolled over. I watched my friend grab the figure and hand it over along with the money to the vendor. Without hesitation, he bagged it for her and said, "Your Umaru cosplay is awesome." I was floored. I strolled over and said to my friend, "Thank you for buying this for me." As I took the bag out of her hand, she smiled and said, "Anything for my best friend." The guy gave us the angriest look and we both walked off. Hey guys, I'm always in need of more stories to tell here on Convention Storytime. So if you have an interesting story that you want to be read on the show, scroll down to the link in the description that will lead to a Google form where you can submit as many stories as you feel like. Also, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.